Hey folks, Tristan back with another video, and in this video let's talk about your results for the poll that I recently posted a couple of weeks ago or a few weeks ago on my channel, talking about what's most important for audio quality: the DAC, the amp, cables, or the quality of the recording. So before we get on to the results, I just want to say that I'm recording this with a new microphone that I recently got. It's called the Boya MM1 microphone, and it's sort of a pseudo shotgun microphone. Let me know how you think it sounds. It's only like 30 bucks, and it apparently compares very favorably, if not even better, to the Rode Video Micro, so that's kind of cool. Got it on top of the camera here. It's got a cold shoe mount, but so far in my tests that I've done, I think this microphone does pretty well. So yeah, let's put up the results on the screen right now, and 48 of you voted. Now, in retrospect, I also should have posted this on Twitter, and I just forgot that Twitter actually has a poll feature. Next time I do a poll, I will post that on Twitter as well, so make sure you follow me there as well. Links in the description field. So anyway, what's most important for audio quality? So 48 people voted, and a resounding majority of you voted that the quality of the recording is most important. And then second in place would be the DAC. Third in place is the amp, and last is cables. I'm actually surprised cables only got 2% of the vote. I would have thought that maybe that would have been a little bit higher, but I guess not. I would have to say with this distribution, this voting distribution, I actually agree that the quality of the recording is certainly the most important thing with regards to sort of audiophile sound quality. You can have a great sounding recording, and then you can have a really crappy sounding recording, and it'll make the night and day difference. Recordings that are mastered really well, engineered really well, mixed really well, and all that kind of stuff just sound amazing. And for some examples of really high quality recordings, play any of like Neil Young's albums. They are just mastered and recorded and just exceedingly well, just as an example. I mean, there's so many others. Yeah, I mean, the quality of the recording is the main factor. So, and even the resolution of the file is secondary to the quality of the original recording. CD quality in 44.1 can sound absolutely amazing and even better than like a higher res, like a 96K, 192K, if it's a crappy recording. So, that the quality of the recording, definitely I agree with that. That is the most important factor for audio quality. Next, I agree with the next one is the DAC. I do definitely agree that the DAC makes a bigger difference than an amplifier. To make a DAC that sounds really good and real high quality is a lot harder than to make an amp that sounds really good. To make a really good amplifier is generally a lot simpler to design. It just takes a lot more sort of know-how to make high quality, to make a DAC that sounds really good versus making an amp that sounds really good. That's not to say that the amplifier is not important. Certainly you need the right amount of power for whatever you're driving, whether it be speakers or headphones. And you also need the right output impedance and a nice clean amp and all that kind of stuff. So that's not to say the amp's not important, but yeah, the DAC is definitely more important. And then last on the list is cables. Yes, that is true. I guess cables probably aren't as important as all these other things when you take everything into consideration. Although I do think cables are something to concentrate on when you have finished or completed your system with all the other stuff. So in other words, if everything else in your system is exactly how you want it, and all the components are pristine and everything like that, and in your system within your budgetary constraints, then you can kind of start looking at upgrading cables and things like that, and you will get that little nth degree bit of difference. For instance, some cables are a little bit too sparkly in the highs, and then when you switch to another cable, like for instance, switching from like a silver-plated cable to a copper cable, pure copper cable, that will sort of darken the sound signature a little bit and provide less sparkly in the high. So that kind of brings back some of the highs. So in that respect, cables can improve the sound, but they don't actually add anything to the signal. They can only kind of take away. So anyway, relatively short video this time. Just wanted to share the results of this poll, and it is your poll because you are the people that voted on this. What do you think of this poll? And if you have any ideas for me doing other polls or other videos kind of like this in the future, I would love to hear your comments in the comments field. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video.